Some people don't really care about updating their iPhones to the latest iOS version. As long as their smartphone still works, they can still make calls, the camera is fine, connectivity is smooth, they see no reason to bother with an update. Some even claims that updating actually ruins their iPhone. They say that after updating, that is when their phone starts lagging, certain features stop working the way they used to, or the update limit what they were previously able to do with their devices. But I've said it before and I'm going to say it now again, updates really do matters a lot. If your iPhone is among those excluded from receiving the upcoming iOS 26 update and you don't currently have the money to upgrade, fine, you can stick with your phone. Of course, you're not going to throw it away. But if you're planning to get a new iPhone, maybe you are upgrading from an iPhone XR or an older iPhone, you definitely need to watch this video. This video is made especially for people who are on a budget, those who want to buy an iPhone but are very mindful of the cost. At the same time, they want to make sure they are getting an up-to-date iPhone, not an outdated one. After looking at the list of iPhones that will receive the upcoming iOS 26, common sense will tell you that iPhone 11 is the perfect place to start right now. But I actually want to say otherwise, because in just a year or two, iPhone 11 will also become outdated and it is not exactly future proof. If you are on a budget, iPhone 11 is the lowest and the most affordable option you can get right now to secure your access to the iOS 26 features. Here is everything you need to know about the iPhone 11, including the price, the spec, the performance, and what you should expect if you are planning to get this one. So first, one downside is the display. The display is not a full 1080p display. It is actually slightly above 720p resolution. It is not an AMOLED display either. It is an LCD panel with 60 Hz refresh rate. Honestly, if you are not used to AMOLED display or you've never used AMOLED before, you probably won't even notice the difference. Still, I think it is important to mention it. When it comes to build quality, iPhone 11 is solid. You still get IP68 dust and water resistant. That is assuming you get a good unit, not the one that has been repaired with replaced screen or replaced back glass. The phone also features Corning made glass on the front, aluminum frame, and also glass at the back. I'm also going to add this: the camera arrangement is actually very similar to what we see on the latest iPhone 16. Another downside is the battery. In 2025, it is actually very hard to find an iPhone 11 with a battery that is in good condition. If battery has not been replaced, the chances are that it has been boosted somehow. Don't get me wrong, there are still some good units out there, so you'll be fine if you are willing to pay proper money to get the iPhone 11. But if you are hunting for an iPhone 11 around 100k, you might struggle or you might end up with a very bad unit. For reference, iPhone 11 originally came with 3110 mAh battery back in 2019. So don't expect amazing battery life. That is something you need to keep in mind. We still have Face ID on this phone. It is worth mentioning. iPhone 11 does not have Type-C port. It uses the older Lightning port, USB 2.0. Let's talk about some of the upside or the advantages of using the iPhone 11 in 2025. First, for me, is the Apple A13 Bionic chip. Honestly, I don't know how Apple made this chipset. It is just amazing. The A13 still handles everything you throw at it. Very, very smooth, whether you are multitasking, gaming, doing other demanding apps, or running heavy apps. This chipset can handle it without breaking a sweat. Right now, iPhone 11 is running on the latest iOS. It is also confirmed to receive the upcoming iOS 26, which is great. You cannot expand storage on an iPhone with a memory card, but iPhone 11 comes with up to 256 gigabytes of internal storage. It starts with 64 gigabytes. I don't think 64 gigabytes will be enough for most users, so I would recommend going for at least 128 gigabyte version or higher if your budget allows. All storage version of the iPhone 11 come with 4 gigabytes of RAM, which is still very decent for smooth experience in 2025. Another upside of the iPhone 11 is the camera. On the back, we've got a dual 12 megapixel setup, and on the front we also have a 12 megapixel selfie camera as well. All you really need is good lighting, and the iPhone 11 camera will deliver. In the right lighting, you are going to get a sharp, detailed photo with great color. And when it comes to video, iPhone 11 really shines. You can easily start shooting video or creating content with iPhone 11. It supports 4K video recording both at the rear and also at the front. Right now, you can get yourself a good iPhone 11 for around 150 to like $170. That is going to be about 350k to like 380,000 naira in Nigeria. There is also iPhone 11 Pro Max around $200 if you have the budget. To be honest, I'm not really a big fan of iPhone 11 Pro. Maybe I'm not just familiar with it. For me, using an iPhone 11 Pro feels pretty much the same as using the regular iPhone 11. I don't really believe in spending the extra on it. But what do you think? Do you have one? You can share your experience in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you ask me, what is the best budget iPhone to get right now? I'd say iPhone 12. Simple. And here is why. The design is similar to the iPhone 11, but it feels more solid, much more premium. I really like the redesign of the flat frame. It gives the phone a more modern and a premium look and feel. You also get an AMOLED display on iPhone 12 with a resolution that is even higher than 1080p, which is a big improvement over the iPhone 11's LCD display. On top of that, we get a ceramic shield glass, which adds extra durability to the front of the phone. You also get up to 1200 nits of peak brightness on the iPhone 12, which make it significantly brighter outdoors compared to the iPhone 11. That is definitely a big plus. Another highlight for me is the Apple A14 Bionic chip, which is a well optimized upgrade over the Apple A13. While the A13 is already amazing chip, the A14 performs even better. It is built on a 5 nanometer process, which makes it more efficient and powerful. You will really feel the difference in performance. For storage, you can get up to 256 gigabytes, giving it plenty of space. As for the camera, we also get a dual 12 megapixel setup at the back, but the performance, it is noticeably better than what we have on the iPhone 11. The photos and video just came out sharper and more detailed. About the battery, some people think it is a downgrade compared to the iPhone 11. On the paper, it might look that way, but in real life, the battery performance is actually quite similar between the two. On the plus side, iPhone 11 supports wireless charging, which is something extra, and of course, it uses Lightning ports, not USB Type-C, but the most important upgrade here is the 5G connectivity. That is a big step up, and naturally, when you add all these improvements together, it does make the iPhone 12 noticeably more expensive than the iPhone 11. iPhone 12 is currently running the latest iOS version as well. It is already confirmed to receive the upcoming iOS 26. On top of that, it is even more feature proof because after the iOS 26, it is expected to get at least two more major updates, and that's already make it more feature proof than the iPhone 11. So when I say iPhone 12 is the ultimate budget iPhone in 2025, now you understand exactly where I'm coming from. Right now, you can get iPhone 12 for around $209 to $230. There is also iPhone 12 Pro and iPhone 12 Pro Max. I think those might be a little out of budget range for most people, but if you are interested in getting one of those, I will display the price on the screen for you. Sometimes I might slip up when saying the prices, but don't worry, the correct price will always be shown on the screen. iPhone 13 is for people who have the extra money to spend, and in return, they will get the extra performance, the extra camera, and the improved overall build quality. It is quite similar to the iPhone 12, but the performance is slightly better than the iPhone 12. You get the Apple A15 Bionic chip, which means even more software updates in future. If you invest in the iPhone 13 right now, you are really going to enjoy it for years to come. Another nice upgrade is the storage. iPhone 13 starts at 128 gigabytes of internal storage, not 64 gigabytes this time around. You can simply go for the 128 gigabyte model with 4 gigabytes of RAM and you'll be just fine. And as for the camera, yes, it is still a dual 12 megapixel setup at the back and 12 at the front as well, but the performance is noticeably better than what we have on the iPhone 12. We also get 5G connectivity here, and most importantly, the battery. The battery has been improved compared to the iPhone 12. It is really solid on the iPhone 13. If you use your phone moderately, the iPhone 13 can easily get you a full day of usage. On the screen, you are seeing the current price of iPhone 13, whether you are buying it internationally or here in Nigeria. These are the standard prices of the iPhone 13. iPhone 13 Pro is also a great option if you want to step up, and of course iPhone 13 Pro Max is there for the big boys. I used to make videos where I compare the prices of iPhones from the lowest to the highest. Recently, people haven't really been asking me for those kind of video, so I stopped doing them. But if you still want to see the updated price list, maybe you already know the iPhone you want to buy and you just want to have an idea of the price to negotiate, so let me know in the comment section below. If enough of you ask for it, I will gladly make the price video next after this one. If you find this video helpful, you consider subscribing to this channel and like this video, and you don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Thanks for watching. Then we catch you in the next one.